Hello, my name is David Cheng, and today I'm doing my Management Information System presentation on topic IBM Transaction Processing System. First of all, I would like to tell you what I will be talking about. First, what is a TPS? Second, technology and people. Third, early systems. Fourth, processing. Number 5, method of transaction processing and objectives. Number 6, theory application. Number 7, issues of a TPS. Number 8, conclusion and recommendations. And last but not least, number 9, references. Let's talk what a TPS actually is. The transaction processing system is an information processing system for businesses, transaction involving the collection, modification, and retrieval of all transaction data. Characteristics of a TPS include performance, reliability, and consistency. TPS is also known as transaction processing or real-time processing. TPS and transaction processing are often contrasted with a batch process system and batch processing, where many requests are executed all at one time. Technology and people. Components of a TPS include hardware, software, and people. The most important component, of course, are people, who can be divided into 3 categories. Number 1, users. Number 2, participants. And number 3, people from the environment. Users are people, employees of the company who own the TPS system. Participants are direct users of the system, and these are the people who will enter the data. And number 3, people from the environment are people who do not directly work for the company, but people of the street who sometimes require the services of a TPS as they enter transaction validate data such as a customer withdrawing money from an ATM. Talking about early systems, transaction processing business processes were among the first to be automated and computerized in most organizations. The reason is that computer equipment was very expensive in these early days, so these systems were among the easier to create. Computing power was proportional to the square of the cost of the processor. This favored ever larger centralized mainframes over smaller distributed systems. And last thing is that this generally meant that these early transaction processing systems were co-located on one large central mainframe. Another very important thing is the actual processing. Data collection is the process of capturing and gathering all data needed to complete one or more transactions. Data editing is the process of checking data for validity and completeness. Data collection is the process of re-entering miskeyed or misscanned data that was found during the data editing. Number 4, data manipulation is the process of performing calculations and other data transformations like classifying data and sorting files. Data storage. This basically means placing transaction data into one or more databases. And last, document production is the process of creating reports and outputting records. Output can be printed on paper or displayed on the screen. Here are the methods of transaction processing and objectives. Batch processing is the third method. That means that it collects transactions in groups called batches and processes them together. Online transaction processing is the method that completes business transactions as they occur. And online delayed processing is a compromise of the batch and online transaction processing when transactions are entered in the computer as they occur but are not processed immediately. Here are the actual objectives. or we can say purpose. Number 1, increase labor efficiency. Number 2, capture, process and store transaction and produce output. Maintain error-free data input and processing. Ensure data and information integrity. Produce timely documents and reports. Provide increased and enhanced service. And last, but also very important, achieve competitive advantage. Theory application. Order processing application collect and process orders from clients. Payroll application used to run on a computer system with punched cards using batch processing. Today, payroll programs are being run through the use of terminals and interactive online processing. And automatic teller machines use a number of specialized computers programmed to handle bank transactions. Here are some issues of TPS which can occur. The main problems of transaction processing systems are, I will mention 3 of them: the need to handle hundreds, even thousands of simultaneous users, the need to allow many users to work on the same set of data with immediate updating, and last but not least, the need to handle errors in a safe and consistent manner. Conclusions and recommendation. Transaction processing systems are information systems which collect data and distribute operational data both within and between organizations. The widespread use of networks and personal computers used at terminals has provided feasible new options for the design of transaction processing systems. There are significant economic, ergonomic, and industrial relations issues involved in their design. These systems at present receive the technical attention they need, as evidenced by the proliferation of commercial products in support of the various paradigms outlined here. In order to improve productivity, it has been decided to re-engineer some of the core business processes. This will involve one person performing the functions once performed by two. Organizations also are looking to reduce the cost of systems and to improve responsiveness to customer needs and automating the task of operating transaction processing system as one approach. And here, last thing, references. Thank you, and I hope you liked my presentation.